Prosecutors need to bring their A game, need to be able to lock down the timeline, lock down this defendant. One way they're going to do it, or attempt to do it, is through surveillance video. And joining me tonight from Portland, Oregon, podcaster Gray Hughes, who you can watch on YouTube at Gray Hughes Investigates. Make sure you check it out after this program tonight. Check out his channel. It's pretty amazing, the in-depth investigations he's done on this case and on many of the other big true crime cases. So, Gray, you've done some incredible work here involving a surveillance video from that night. Before we get to it, though, I just want to set things up for the folks at home so they're prepared for what they're going to see. And I think you agree with me that it all starts with the affidavit that's been obtained by all of us. So let's take a look at that, the affidavit. Videos, and this is key, videos obtained from the King Road neighborhood showed multiple sightings of the suspect vehicle number 1, they're saying that's the defendant, starting at 3:29 a.m., ending at 4:20 a.m. Suspect vehicle 1 makes an initial 3 passes by the 1122 King Road residence and then leaves via Elantra Drive, okay? Suspect vehicle 1 can be seen entering the area a 4th time, and this is the significant time, at approximately 4:04 a.m. It can be seen driving eastbound on King Road, stopping, turning around in front of 500 Queen Road, number 52, and then driving back westbound on King Road. When vehicle 1 is in front of the King Road residence, it appeared to unsuccessfully attempt to park or turn around in the road. The vehicle then continued to the intersection of Queen Road and King Road, where it can be seen completing a 3-point turn and then driving eastbound again down Queen Road. Suspect vehicles next seen departing the area of the King Road residence at approximately 4:20 a.m. That's establishing our timeline. Let me show you on the screen what the video is going to look like from this surveillance. And you see the timestamp on there. That's significant, 11:13. This piece of the video from 3:31, 3 seconds a.m. Now, let me show you the map of the route that the suspect here may have taken. Take a look at the loop. You can see where the crime scene is. That's the house. The red is this looping way you can get around the neighborhood, and then you've got to go in the neighborhood, okay? That's significant. Now let me show you where the security camera footage you're going to see is from. So, points of interest. Crime scene is the house. 500 Queen, number 52 is like an apartment where there's a turnaround. And then you've got 1330 Linda Lane security camera. That is the significant positioning of the camera, and the red is the route that we believe the suspect vehicle takes. All right, great. Did I get all of that correct?
You nailed it.
Okay,
that
good.
Was absolutely perfect.
Well, the folks should know that we were talking earlier today, and that's the only reason I'm getting all of this right. Okay, great. Let's do this. Let's put up the first video, and I'll let you take over. I think this is the first one where you're in your car driving part of the path. So tell us what we're watching.
Yeah, this is 500 Queen Road. The main building is right here on the right. And this is what it looked like from the driver of the white Elantra's point of view, driving back here. And this is what it looks like. And then you take a right, and now I switch it over to daylight here so you can just get a better view of it. And then right back there to the left is where the camera is on that building over there. And this is that little space. And right here's some surveillance footage at 3:31. That was a little short clip there, but it shows that vehicle making this exact route right here. And then it comes around, and look where this ends up at. Each time it made this loop. At 3:31, you take a right here, and you could just park right here on this corner, and you could see right into Madison Mogan's bedroom right there.
Oh wow! On the top right part of the screen there. That was the house.
Yeah.
Wow.
On the left side of the screen, it's right there. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now let's take a look at the next piece of video. This is pass number 2, I believe, at 3:38.
Second. Exactly. This is the second of the 3 initial passes. So at 3:38, you can see the light as it's coming down that narrow corridor that I was driving on. And then you'll see the lights show up, and then it comes around the corner, and it does the exact same thing again. And each time it leaves on Elantra Drive and does that loop all the way around. But between loop number 2 and 3, however, there might be a different route that he took because there's a 17-minute gap instead of 8.
So as you're doing all this and you had driven the route, are the times matching up for you?
Oh, absolutely perfectly. I even did it live streams. I go, everybody right now, pretend it's this time. And we drive around and it's like, boom. I mean, exactly everything lined up.
All right, let's move ahead now to 3:56 and 45 seconds.
And this is the third pass. So again, there's like a 17-minute gap in that one. It's possible it showed up at a mobile gas station because there's a 3:45 image of perhaps a white Elantra there, but we don't have that in this show tonight. So here it comes around doing the exact same thing again. And this is interesting because 3:57 is right around the time that perhaps a DoorDash delivery was made, around 4. I think it might be a little bit before that, though. And I think each time he goes behind there, though, he stops and probably waits for a few minutes watching through the window to see if the lights are going to turn off. This is my opinion. And when the lights aren't off yet, he drives away to kill more time without sitting there and then comes back again. That's my opinion.
Now, you were there, so if the DoorDash driver shows up, they're not going to be going past this particular camera.
No, they would just be right. They would go in front of the 1112 King Road camera, but they would just probably pull into the front parking lot of 1122 King Road. And see on that map right there, right above crime scene, just to the northwest of that is that one building right there. That is the 1122 King Road, 1112 King Road camera.
Okay, so when this case goes to trial for prosecutors, obviously they can have this surveillance video, but they'll have other video from other cameras along the way to try to tie this all together. But again, from you comparing these videos to that affidavit, to driving it yourself, things are matching up pretty consistently for you.
Yeah, it matches up absolutely perfectly. These are the initial 3 passes that we just discussed. And then I guess we'll be showing, there's like on the 4th pass, there's an aborted pass and then it turns around and then it finally finishes it. So we'll see that here in a second.
So that's the one that turns around. Let's take a look.
Yeah. So this is at 4:05, and on the affidavit it said it shows up in the area at 4:04, which is actually on Taylor Avenue, and it comes around, and then at 4:05 and what is that, 33 seconds or so, it comes back here, and then it turns around right here, right in front of Queen Road, 500 Queen Road, number 52. It's exactly what it says on the probable cause affidavit. So right here, it's turning around. You can actually see the car right underneath the AM
right,
there.
Yeah.
Backing up.
Yeah. Pretty clear.
Yeah, it's clear. And I've actually done an overlay with a white Elantra image, and the window shape is exactly the same.
So this is a turnaround, but what's going on here? Obviously, we're not inside the head of the driver of this car, but this is different than the other passes.
Yeah. So this one, you wonder, when he drove by, did he see something that was concerning, and he wanted to go back and check it? And he was about to turn around or park right in front of 1122 King Road. That's the house where the murders happened. But he didn't do that, and then he continued on to Queen and King, and now look he's coming back. Oh, I guess we're repeating that part.
Yeah, this is the repeat of, just so folks can see it again, because this is different than the other passes, and here you get the best look at the vehicle. Again, as you said, right under where it says AM, that is potentially the killer's car here.
Yeah, and amazingly, Bryan Kohberger owned a 2015 white Elantra.
White Elantra. All right, now let's get to the final pass. Again, the timing here is very significant as well as we move to the next video, starting at 4:07.
Right, so he did the 3-point turn at Queen and King. Now he's actually going quite a bit faster. I timed these. He's really hustling. It's almost like he noticed something. It's his time now. He's going to get there, and he comes around the corner. And look what time it is, 4:07 and 41 seconds or so. I think he parked at 4:08. All right, and then at 4:08, probably exits the vehicle sometime after that, and then at 4:20 it leaves at a high rate of speed But interestingly, in between 408 and 420, a knife sheath was left inside the house on Madison Mogen's bed that contained the DNA of Bryan Kohberger, who also drives a 2015 white Elantra.
And this is exactly how prosecutors have to lay this out for the jury, because you don't have a confession here. You don't have you have a witness who sees someone in a mask. I don't think the surviving witness can significantly identify the person by the face because of the covering. But this is the type of evidence that a jury understands and then kind of shifts it onto the defendant to try to explain it, or are they going to say it wasn't me behind the wheel of the car? Now, 408 to 420 is the window of time where everyone believes the murders took place. The one thing you said I found very significant, though, that he was moving quicker. Whoever's driving that car was driving quicker in that last final pass towards the house. Adrenaline is rushing. It's go time. To me, that would resonate with the jury as well.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that's exactly what was happening. It's like 60% faster. I mean, it's really hustling. If you watch the other ones, he kind of trickles around and watches, but that one is just boom. He's going to park. He saw that maybe the lights were off. He wasn't waiting anymore, and then bolted down the bank through the sliding glass door. And I think, likely probably went to Madison Mogen's room first.
Right.
That's my opinion, but
And again, you've been there. Where he's parking, very close to the home, and you're going to go. It's not the front door. You're going down a hill, sort of the side, because the house was built into like the side of a hill.
Exactly. Yeah. Just right up there to the left there is where you would park. Kind of where that truck is, a little bit further up on the left there.
Yep.
You could see it right back behind there. I did a 360-degree video where, have you seen those where you can look around in all directions?
Yes.
And so it's kind of interesting when you place it up there, you can just look around and see all the angles that he would be seeing. Like right there, that's almost where you'd be parking, just to the left a little bit. You could see right through that window.
Unbelievable. Gray Hughes. It's Gray Hughes Investigates on YouTube. You go on there, in-depth investigations like this, day after day. Gray, thank you so much. Appreciate your time and putting these pieces together for us tonight.
Well, thanks for having me on, Vinny. It's always fun. Thank you.
All right.